So guys, that's how we have worked on our homepage, or somehow also called a landing page. So we are going to work on our About Us page, but just before we move to About Us page, there's something very important I wanted to show you guys. So as I initially told you, working with Elementor makes everything easier. What do I mean by this? I mean, for example, after we work on our homepage, or rather the landing page, you can always save your work. You can always save all the progress you have done on your landing page. So how do we do that? This is how you can save the progress you have done in any of your pages in your website. So on the top right side, you'll see this drop down here. You just have to click on it. This drop down is a save option. You just click on it, then click on save as template. You can give it a name. Let's say homepage. Then you just click on save. So that is it guys. So we have our template saved here. So just close, and I'll show you the importance of why we are doing that. So guys, we now want to work on About Us page. So we have several options of kicking off our edit on the About Us page, of which I initially told you one, which I showed you one, which is you open your site on another page, on another tab, then you can click on About Us, and then you can click edit with Elementor, and you proceed. And we have another procedure where we just click on this drop down right at the top here, then you click on About Me, and right from there you can kick off your editing straight away. But let me show you maybe another means of let me remind you on the previous process that we used on how to edit our pages. So at the moment, you can see whenever we open our page, this still shows up. This Astra theme shows up. So somebody will be asking, like, maybe when or at what stage are we going to have this information about our Astra theme showing up? So I can start by, maybe we can do away with it at the moment, or okay, let me just show you how we can. It's just a setting issue, so we come and do some static settings on the pages. So what we do is simply to set our home page to show at home, and our about, and maybe if you have a blog page, to show all the blog information. So for instance, I want us you just come here, settings, then you come under settings, you come to reading. Then on reading, you ensure that you select, you come here on your static page, then you select that home page will always show. So the issue we have here is that this home page was set to this. We have two home pages, of course, but that is an error that you can recall if you have been following keenly. We had created a similar homepage. That's what's causing a lots of conflict. So we'll just go back to our under appearance. Under appearance, we can just go to menus and we'll make those changes. But as of now, because the highlight was at this point, maybe now we can select this other home. Post page, of course, it should always be about maybe if you have a blog page or so on and so forth, but let's leave it blank at the moment. Then just ensure to save your changes. So just come down here, then you click on save. So let's try and see if our changes are taking effect. So you can see when I come back to my website now, whenever I click on the home, this is the information that we have. So guys, it's just as easy as that. So let's get back to editing our About Us page. So editing About Us page, you just come and click on About Me, as I told you initially. Then we have several options here. At the top, we have functionalities, we have edit page, we have edit with Elementor. So I want us first of all to click on edit with page, because we have to set, whenever we click on edit page, we have to to set the template that we are going to use, whether it's Elementor, full width, or so on and so forth. And for now, you can see automatically it's set because this is something that we did initially. So we just proceed with edit with Elementor. You click on that. And there we go. So our page already is showing here. It's blank, of course. Now this is a work in progress. So this is the stage whereby I was trying to insist on why we should save our homepage progress. So because it will become easier for us to work on an about us page, because this one will now save us lots of time. So the next thing that we'll do from here, you just, rather than adding a new container, doing all the changes and so on and so forth, it's just simpler. You come under this file icon, and then you shift to the template side, and then we find our homepage that we did here. So you just click on insert. You can say don't apply. Give it a moment for it to load. Boom, there we go. So our about us page already has all this information that was featured on our front page. So why are we copying all this information in our about page, in our about us page? This is just to save us time and maybe just figure out on what we need left in the site and what we don't need at the moment. So before we proceed, I want us to go back to my Google document sheets and check on about us page. So this is the content we have on about me. It's a very brief information, as you can see. So we have a headline, we have a main content here. I just had like around 5 paragraphs down here, and maybe a button. So we come back to about me page. So the same. Oh, sorry guys, I'm sorry I didn't save the information, that's why. So, or we can just shift to this other tab. I think that is it. I had to shift to this other tab. So let me just close this to avoid some confusion. So this is about us page. We have seen the content I have and the content that you can still copy and adjust to this other page. So the first thing we can do, maybe we can now set another image, or maybe we can say, okay, can we have an overlay image maybe? So we can delete this container. After we delete the container, maybe we can make a decision of we can make it a full width. Can just adjust all this information to fit on this or to fit here. So just adjust it like that, and then the next thing maybe we'll do is we'll try to add a background image perhaps. So just come here, click on classic, then you choose image. You can decide to select this image and see how it looks. And there we go guys, you can see my image is already showing right here. You can as well do away with that if you don't like it. Perhaps you can always you can delete. You can give it a background color. Let's try a different color and see. You can see guys the type of color we have. You can always play along with that. But all in all guys, I was just trying to show you how you can play along with that. But let's see the kind of changes we want to make on our about us page. So you don't have to worry, because you have all the functionalities, all the key functionalities that you have to work on your personal website. So guys, let's now stick to the main content that we are going to build here. So the first thing that we of course want to do is, let's try to change this image. Perhaps let's use this one now. Click on select. We have to change this information. You come back to here, headline, maybe our header information now will take a a different content. So you come back, you just select all the information, you right click, paste as plain text as usual. The information below the about the headline, we can maybe say, okay, let's start with this. We can say, let's select this information here. Then we can drop it here, control, and then, nope, let's just a moment. Want us to, yep, we have now all the information here. So at the button, we can still leave it at that point because it's making sense. And there's some information right below here. We can come back and check maybe which information. Maybe we can say, okay, let's proceed with this. We can select this information here. Or another thing, guys, I'm thinking of, maybe we can do away with this container right here. Yes, we can as well do away with this because we don't need this. You just click on cancel. And let's duplicate this container. Let's duplicate this like that. And after we duplicate the container, maybe we can shift, we can take another drift here. Maybe we can take this information from this container. I don't know why it's not shifting. Let's see. Okay. Let's try this. No changes. We'll see why. So at the moment, let's do away with that. So let's again look at my Google document sheet here. We see the kind of information we have. So these are the remaining information that I want us to publish in our website. So I think we also don't need these other 4 containers we have here. Or rather, we can maybe remain with 1 or 2, but at the moment, let's just do away with this one as well. Can do away with that. What we need is this one. We can still duplicate this, guys. So right click on duplicate, and what I want us to is just to stylish this container, not to make it similar like the top one. So just click on that, and we can change the background color. Maybe you can say we go with this one, the primary background, like that. So we have to change the typography settings. So maybe the heading, the text color, we'll have to select a different color. Let's see this. Yeah, that is okay. What about this information here? We'll have to style it as well. We have to give it a different color. We have maybe to say, let's see that. Yeah, we can give it a black color. Looks good. Wonderful. So the next thing is just to lift all this information here. No, let me see on the, no. Just a moment. Yeah, we have to get all this information that is here. Maybe you can select up to this point. Yeah. Right click, copy, come back, click on all the information, content, select all, right click and paste as plain text. That is it. So guys, you can see how fancy our website is becoming as we progress. So we don't need this headline here, so we can always delete that. So just click on the pencil icon and then select delete, and that is it, guys. So the progress is good so far. We can as well do away with this button. We don't need it. We can just delete the button. There we go. This content information at the center, we don't need it, but we can style it maybe. We can think of this other information we have here. Yes, then we can select all. We can copy, and we click inside the box. We select all this information. we right click and paste as plain text. There we go, guys, and we have our information here, but now we don't need this headline as well, this title. We just have to delete. We have to work on this button as well. As you can see on my content, I was thinking of such buttons. Like, for example, we can say, okay, you can say view my projects. If you have a project, yeah, you can say, okay, view your projects. Maybe if you have a portfolio, if you have a portfolio page or a portfolio outbound link, you can always connect. But at the moment, we don't have a portfolio link here, but it's something you can always build. It's very, very easy with all the steps that I've shown you. So let's stick to view my projects, and then this link now becomes irrelevant. We can just leave it as blank, and we'll see what we can do with it later on. Maybe we can delete this container because we don't need it anymore, like that. Yes. Maybe we can drag, we can space all this. We can space this information. Yes, to that point. And maybe we can still extend this to that far end. What do you think, guys? So far, what do you think? The website should be seamless with the limited information, and about us website should not be full of information. So if a user clicks on view projects, of course you will have a link that is attached to this, so that whenever a user clicks on view my projects, it will turn them to where your projects are. So guys, to that point, this is our about us page, and I don't think if we have any other information left. Yes, we have depleted all the information. So we can proceed maybe to contact us page, which now becomes more easier because most of the information we have learned here is the same information that you'll apply on the other end. So guys, so you have always to view on different devices how your website looks, and as you can see, it's looking nice on tablet. It's looking good as well on a mobile view. But guys, as you can see, we have two images which are similar. You can always check and add a different image. Let me see. You just click there, choose image. You can upload a different image. Select files. So you can go to documents. Can go to my file that I created here. No, not that. You can go to downloads maybe. Yes, so as I said, you can we have a similar image here, and of course you can always play along, maybe add a different image. So you can always just click on the pencil icon, you come on the left side, then you can upload an image. So because I created my profile here, I mean my gallery, you can just come under your images, then we can select an image that we prefer. Maybe if we select that, we see how it looks. You can always upload all your images on the website so that it becomes more simpler whenever you're building your website. So I think this one looks good, guys. For me, at the moment, I think it's a good image. So I don't know which other styling feature you might think of, but whenever you have a styling feature, you can always add it here. So maybe you can decide also to change the background color. So maybe you select this, and there you go, guys. You can see text changes, but I don't want to go back to adjusting the font colors and so on and so forth. So I just give it back the color we had initially, and that is it. So guys, so far this is our about us page. It's as brief as you can see. And guys, there's another functionality here that I want to show you. Maybe if you want at least to have spacings into between your content, so you can just always search. We have a widget called spacer, so you can just drag and drop it just right here, and there you go. You can see we are having spacings just right below your content. So we can as well try and adjust the spacing here. You can see it keeps adjusting the content that you have, and it's just as simple as that. So I want us, maybe we can give this spacing right here as well. So just come here, search for spacer, you drag and drop it at that point. And that's how we create some space in between our website. You can as well add it on the information side, which I think also will make sense. And it is not, it won't always be available. It won't always be good to add it at every point, because it only works to, it's something that you just have to look and see how your website appears, and then you can give it all these stylings that you can see me making adjustments to. As you can see, we have made some adjustments at this point. And when our content is well spaced like this, it looks very nice. And you can go ahead and check on other devices how this appears on your mobile. You can see after spacing, guys, how our website looks very neat. Very, very neat. And this is something that is recommendable. This is very, very recommendable. So as usual, you have to save your changes. Guys, that is done, and now we are supposed to head to our contact us page, which is the final page we are working on, and then we'll have to work on our header and footer page information. So thank you guys, and let's proceed and see how we work on our on our contact us page. And now our next page is the contact me page. So I'll just have to open a new tab. But guys, before we proceed, there's something small I wanted us to talk about. We wanted to add interactivity in our website. And adding interactivity is whereby when users visit my site, they can also be able to contact me via WhatsApp and so on and so forth. So I wanted us to add a chatbot. That is a WhatsApp chatbot. So how do we go about that? You simply come and add a plugin. There's a plugin called JoinChat. You can just click on add plugin. Let's search for a plugin called JoinChat. It's a very nice plugin that will give us a wonderful feature. So just go ahead and install it. After installing a plugin, of course, you have to activate to give it the functionality. After that, then we have to come here under our plugins, of course, and you'll have now to give it more adjustments so that we have all the features that we have. The plugin also comes with a premium feature, but with the basic features, we are still good to go. So click on settings. Under settings now, then we can find the JoinChat capabilities. So you just have to click on OK. Then you can input the phone number, your WhatsApp phone number. So for instance, my phone number 0741 4787 and 56. Then you say done. we can always add a text that users will see whenever they click on the WhatsApp chatbot. So maybe you can say, let me just edit at this point and say, hello, how may I assist you today? So continue. Then we have a call to action, which is welcome to, or how can I help you? So you can just say, maybe I don't want, you can ignore the call to action, or you can include it depending on whether you want it or not. So for this point, I'll just say I don't want a seat here. Now here, finally, you want to send us tips to improve conversion? No, you can say no thanks. So then there we go. I think now we are done setting up our JoinChat. So whenever you go back to your website, it should always have taken effect. So I'll just open my website in a new tab. And when you scroll down, you should always be able to see your WhatsApp chatbot here. As you can see, we already have it. So whenever any user clicks on this, it should always lead into a WhatsApp. Your WhatsApp, whenever users click on that, it will direct them directly into your WhatsApp. So that is it, guys. So this such things boost interactivity in your website. You can also always incorporate such things. So we are done, and now let's proceed to designing, or rather customizing contact me page. So let's open our site on a new tab. The reason why we do that is for me to access the contact me page. So you click on contact me, and then you can click on edit page. Always be sure to ensure that our template is on Elementor full width, so that we get all the Elementor capabilities. And that is it. And then you can and after setting the template to Elementor full width, as usual, you always have to click on save to ensure that our changes have taken effect. So thereafter, you can click on edit with the Elementor. And there we go. So we have all the capabilities now to edit our, or rather to customize our contact me page. So before we proceed, you remember I told you can always copy all the functionalities that you did on your previous site. So we want to borrow some information maybe from our homepage. So for us to borrow this information, we have to open it with Elementor. So we can always copy. You just right click on the 6 dots, then you ensure you copy. Then you can come back here, click on plus, and then just say paste. And there we go. We have now this page right here. So we can have just changes on this other side. So guys, remember that my content is always here. My content, the previous content that I saved on my Google document sheet is here. So I can always just borrow all this information here and lift it to my other page. So on my contact page that I'm working on. So for example, we can borrow some information here. So maybe you can just say, let's connect. The whole of this, we can just copy the whole of that. Then we come back here, we can just highlight all this information and ensure to paste as plain text. Very, very good. And then we can also change this information just below here. So we can highlight all this information. I want us just to highlight up to the contact information. Yes, up to that point. Then you can just right click and copy. Can come back here, highlight all of this, right click and paste as plain text. So that is it. That is it. Wonderful. That's nice. So we can edit some things out. There's something that are not sitting well. You can always clear. Let's clear this. I want us to clear this and leave the email alone. Let's only have the email at that point, and we can always space it a bit like that. So guys, that is a good move that we are taking. As you can see, we can as well change this image, and I want to show you, maybe we can use a totally different image perhaps. So you can always go to free pick, and we can be borrowing images from that place. That is for in case you lack images. So you can just come here and maybe we can prompt like contact me design image. Let's see the kind of images that we can have. So these are the kind of images we have here. So we have premium images, and we also have basic images. So it depends the type of image that you can borrow from this point. I'll suggest, let me see, I can suggest we have this. I'll go with this. I'll just download that image. And that is it. We have the image already there. So come back to edit. You choose image. We want to upload the contact image that I downloaded. Can just come under downloads, and then we can select the image. Give it time to upload. So our image has uploaded, guys. So just select, and there we go. So we have our image right here. So the next thing we can do is do away with this button. We don't need this button at the moment, so we can always delete it. Very okay, that's okay. And guys, the next thing that I wanted us to learn about was adding a contact form. And you can remember, guys, me showing you how to add a contact form. You can remember us installing a contact form. So I want us to install the contact form into our website. So perhaps I'll suggest we can delete this. We can do away this information, the email, the contact information here, because I see no need of it when we'll be having a contact form. So you can just clear all this information. There we go. So the next thing I want us to do, guys, is just to copy this again, or rather duplicate. Let's just duplicate this. After duplicating this, I want maybe let's do away with this. We don't need this container anymore. Let's just delete the container. You delete. Then we remain with this information here. Then as well, all this information will not need as well. So you can as well delete the whole of that information. The next thing I want us to do is to add a plugin, not a plugin, a shortcode. a shortcut. A shortcut will enable us to add, a shortcut will actually enable us to add our contact form. So sorry guys, I forgot to cancel this. Let's just forget about the container I was adding because I feel it's not necessary when we are going to add our contact form, our shortcode here. So guys, we can go back to where our contact form is because we already installed it in our website. So we need to get the shortcode so that we have to apply it on our shortcode functionality. So you just come here, click on contact forms, and then there we go. We find all the settings right below here. And here we have our contact form shortcode. So this is the shortcode that I'll want you to copy. You just have to copy the whole of this. And we come back here and you paste it at this point. You just have to copy it there. And there we go, guys. Our contact form is now visible. As you can see, our contact form is now visible on the website. It does come with a default submit icon button, but we'll show you how to edit that. You just click on the pencil icon and make necessary changes that we want. So guys, to that point, I have shown you how to add a contact form, which is very, very essential and is making part of our contact page very, very important. So with the information that we have already, this is where your users will be inputting all the inquiries they have, and then they just have to click on submit button. So before you proceed, you always ensure to publish all your changes as usual. So we have our information saved like that. So far so good. So far so good. So we can always style our changes. We can always do the styling, but maybe later on. So at the moment, I want us to check on how it responds on the tablet mode. So when you open on the tablet mode, you can see this is what we have. You can also check on the phone mobile portrait, and you can see it's fitting well in nicely. So to this extent, guys, I want us now to work on the footer of our website, footer and the header. So we'll have to install a plugin that is going to give us all the functionalities of our footer, and the plugin is called a header and footer builder by Elementor. So we have several of them. But we'll have to go with this. They changed their name to Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor because formerly it was Elementor Header and Footer Builder by Brainstorm Force. I do like these plugins from Brainstorm. So you just have to install, then you activate. So after that, we have installed our Elementor header and footer builder. So what next we have to do is to do the styling, and we have to customize all the information that we need. So after installing our plugin, that is Elementor and Footer Builder, you can always find it here on the dashboard. So you can just come here and click on Header and Footer. Then you can come here, you can click on settings. So a quick recap of what we have tackled in part 5. We have looked at About Me page. We have also added chat interactivity, that is a WhatsApp chat functionality using a plugin called JoinChat. So we have also tackled Contact Us page, and we also did a little introduction to footer and header. So looking forward to the next part, which is part 6. We are going to learn how to design our footer and header using Ultimate Elementor add-ons, formerly known as Elementor Header and Footer Builder. See you guys.